Hey YouTube, it's Lisa, and I apologize that it's been so long. I've decided, well, okay, I have a couple of apologies. First of all, I apologize that it's been so long. I apologize that I cannot seem to make eye contact in this video because the way the camera that I'm using is not really working. And I apologize for the fact that I just walked the dog in the rain and decided to make a video because I just had a moment. So, okay, so let me just tell you guys, I did have a miscarriage, and I think I have kind of discovered that my MO, so to speak, is to basically not post for like 6 to 8 weeks after I have a miscarriage, because that has been, and I think it's because I just don't want, even when I'm doing emotionally fine with it, I feel like it's a very disappointing thing for everyone, especially those who are really trying, and you know, it's really disappointing, and I didn't want it to be like a message of no hope. So anyway, I had a miscarriage and I am still fine. I don't know. I'm still fine. I just have I've just come to the conclusion that it's either going to happen or it's not going to happen. Okay, yes, I'm probably going to go absolutely ballistic and like do like some egg testing and everything in the future. But for the moment, I've just kind of decided it's going to happen or it's not going to happen. And I just finished my ovulation cycle and we did try, and I think our timing was much better than it has been in the past. So I have come to the point where I am praying that I don't get pregnant unless I'm going to make it, because the getting pregnant like every single time and then, you know, having a miscarriage, like a monthly miscarriage, is not really good for me. It's certainly been humbling, especially considering I used to be a person that got pregnant very easily, and I almost complained and whined about it. Like, you know, I got pregnant again, and not that I didn't want the baby, but my husband used to jokingly say, hey, could we try? Could we at least like have a couple months of trying? Well, you know, I guess you get what you want, so be careful what you ask for, because now we are trying, and we are trying monthly. So anyway, I actually had my miscarriage right before my family took a vacation to Cedar Point, and we drove there, and not that this makes up for miscarriage, but in the sense it was a good thing. Well, okay, it's never a good thing, but my son, it was an amusement park, and my kids actually saved the money for us to go, and part of it was they really, my oldest son had said he would get his haircut if I rode this horrendous ride, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant, what if I can't ride the ride? And so, I was not pregnant, so I was able to ride the ride. And so I mean, I guess you just gotta stay positive. So I will let you guys know, but let me tell you about some other changes that are going on that have kind of kept me from being really on that much. Okay, first of all, my family is making a major change. Okay, first of all, I had my miscarriage, and then I started homeschooling my 2 youngest kids. We would like to bring our other one home. We'd like to bring our other 2 home, but there's only one that's kind of interested right now. And we would like to be homeschooling all of them eventually. So that has been a really big adventure. And I'm kind of thinking, originally I was going to combine that, the homeschooling with this channel, and then just kind of tag it like homeschool or TTC. But so much has happened, and our family is wanting to follow some of our journey, and I do not want my family necessarily involved in this channel. So I think I'm going to do a separate channel for homeschooling. And the other thing about it is I can actually make videos about that with my kids around, because, well, obviously I'll be videoing some of the homeschooling. And I can, whereas this, it's harder to do TTC videos because I have to kind of be more sneaky. I can't do it really around my older kids, so that kind of limits my hours. And so anyway, that's been one big change, is that I've done that. Then, oh, and when we were at Cedar Point, I lost my camera that I vlog with. So I'm actually using this new phone, and it has a tendency to switch into this almost like airbrush mode, which makes it look really funky. And every time I start it, it keeps doing that. And so it's kind of in a weird mode. Anyway, I'm going to try to fix that. But so that's the first thing that's happened is, okay, the first thing that happened is I had my miscarriage. And the second thing that happened is we started homeschooling our kids. And we also took like a vacation. But let me tell you probably the most exciting news. And that is that we are selling our 5-bedroom house. We live in a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, like, wow, 3,500 square foot house. And we are selling it, and we are selling everything we own. Everything. Not kidding, everything. And we were moving into an RV. It was just the craziest thing the way it came about. I was really getting frustrated. I felt like I was picking up all the time, and all I was doing was picking up, and we weren't enjoying our house, and I wasn't getting to spend enough time with my kids. And the homeschooling was spent, you know, it was like I would try to do chores before I would start, and I was just running into myself. And one day I said to my husband, will you take the kids? Like, it was a Saturday, and I said, can you just go ahead and take the kids today so I can stay home and get caught up on my house? And while I was there, I thought to myself, I'm sitting here cleaning a toilet instead of spending time with my family. And I'm picking up plastic toys instead of spending time with my family. And like the house had kind of, because of our vacation, it had gotten to the point where I almost needed to clean it before the kids could get back to their chores, because it just kind of morphed out of control. And then I thought, there is nothing in this house that I care about more than my kids and spending time with my kids. So I told my husband, let's minimize. Let's like be a minimalist family. So we started on that journey. And the more I started on that journey, the more I realized we don't want this stuff. Like, why do we have all this stuff? And like, why am I cleaning 3.5 bathrooms? How spoiled are we? And oh my goodness, we had like 3,000 kids books. One of our rooms that we had basically turned into a library. And I'm like, why are we, this is ridiculous. So I was listening to a podcast one day about these people who lived in a bus. And I came home and I told my husband, I want to live in a bus. And my husband's like, that's an interesting idea. At which point I was like, oh my goodness, this is totally exciting, because he is not like going, you're crazy. Well, we realized that we live in a neighborhood with a really strict HOA, and like they don't even let dandelions grow in the yard. That's my kids laughing in the background. This video might be over soon. We live in a really strict neighborhood, and where if there's a dandelion in the yard, they like send you a letter and threaten to fine you and everything. And so we were kind of joking about how they probably wouldn't want us to renovate a school bus in our front yard. So we came up with the idea that we would live in an RV. And so we are literally selling everything we own. We are paring down to like the bare bones basics. And like, we're selling our couch, we're selling our beds, we're selling 3 sets of bunk beds, and I mean literally everything we own, our end tables, our lamps, and we are buying an RV, and we are moving to a campground. So that was another reason I decided to just do a completely separate channel, because I know a lot of people want to follow that journey, and I know my family wants to follow that journey, and I'm hoping that when my husband's family follows that journey, that they will get some joy out of it, instead of thinking, oh my goodness, our son married a crazy hippie in disguise. So I'm probably gonna basically have 3 channels. My TTC channel, I'm making it sound like I'm all like important, but it's really mainly because I know some people want to follow different things, and I think this is gonna be quite an adventure. My homeschool channel, and then my living in an RV channel, and minimizing and following us through that journey. I think it's going to be really exciting. Our kids are super excited about it. And here's how this all ties into TTC. My friends have been joking, and my friends who don't know I'm trying to TTC, they were like, yeah, move from a 3,500 square foot house into a 450 foot RV, and I guarantee you're going to get pregnant with twins. And I just kind of inwardly smiled and thought that wouldn't be such a bad thing. So anyway, guys, I hope that we've had a lot of successful stories. I have not been on YouTube, and I haven't really had a chance to look at any messages or anything. We have been super crazy, and I used to think when YouTubers would say that, I was like, yeah, but I'm counting on your videos. But the bottom line is, people just still have to live a life to vlog about, and it gets really difficult the more changes you have. But I am hoping to be back on. I am noticing, though, that my TTC channel is harder to do because of the content. So I think the other 2 I will be able to keep up with, because you're probably thinking, you can't keep up with this one, why would you do 2 more? But I will be able to actually vlog with my family, whereas I can't really with this one, although my little ones are kind of moving in on my territory right now. But I hope everyone is well, and I do hope to get back to updating at least a couple times a month, and I'm hoping to bring good news. I'm almost thinking, if I'm pregnant this time, I'm almost thinking about not telling, because I don't want people to be disappointed and sad. And I almost just want to like see the heartbeat and make sure everything's good and then tell people. Anyway, guys, I hope you're having a wonderful time. I hope lots of you have become pregnant during my hiatus. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, YouTube.